Well, this is for all the book lovers out there. The Roaming Book Nook is a mobile bookstore, and joining me now is the owner, Jordan. Hi.
Hi.
Well, first thing, Jordan, I love this idea and concept because, it's rare that you see, anything mobile when it comes to books, and you are a mobile bookstore. Tell us how you kind of started and what inspired this.
Oh yeah. So it was last year I was actually got laid off, unfortunately, and I had always had a dream of opening a bookstore, but in order to do that, you need space, money, and to start off, smaller and hopefully grow. I got the idea of doing a mobile bookstore. So I just started sourcing my collection and went to farmers markets and was selling there, and we're just continuing to grow, grow and try different things and see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, what's been the reception from all of the book lovers and all the spots that you visited?
It's been pretty positive. Everybody who's a book lover and sees this will come up and just like to browse everything that we have. We do have books, but then we also have like cookbooks because I think they're so much fun. And then when you're at farmers markets, it's always good to have an option there. And then I usually do like a blind date with a book, so that it will allow people to just have a wrapped book with a vague description of what it is. And if you find it interesting, you can take it home, unwrap it, and then you might be introduced to a new book that you never would have thought to pick up yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, you bought some books here. Tell us a little bit about what you have here.
Well, yeah, so I really enjoy books that are not originally published in the U.S. or take place outside of the U.S. So that's eventually one day I'd like for my bookstore to really focus on those and carry a lot of those novels. My first one is Daphne du Maurier, Frenchman's Creek. This was published in 1941, but you wouldn't imagine by reading it that it was published in 1941. Okay. If no one's familiar with Daphne du Maurier, she is a British author. Her famous piece of work is Rebecca. It was adapted into a movie by Alfred Hitchcock, and The Birds also was adapted by Daphne's story. So you kind of get a sense of what kind of book she writes. But this one took me by surprise because it's not as foreboding. It's about a bored noblewoman who escapes to Cornwall to get away from the London society, and she comes across a pirate parked in her creek, and so they start to develop this relationship, and there's very swashbuckling, adventurous, and I'm like, it's not as creepy as her normal, but it was very fun to read. So if you like romance and adventure, Frenchman's Creek is the way to go.
Sure. Well, Jordan, thank you so much for walking us through some of these books. Well, for those that are interested in checking you out, tell them how they can find all the info.
Yeah, you can find me online on Instagram and Facebook. I mostly publish where I'm going to be on Instagram, so follow me and I'll be popping up. I'm mostly based in Southeast Michigan, but I come up here pretty frequently. So.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.